Class is in session. The Brofessor is in. What's happening, y'all? We got Maryse, Ms. and Mrs. We got her at 6-star silver. We have her maxed out on the mini candy store account. She is a defensive showboat. She does have the Ms. and Maryse link, so gems do 50% more damage. She also has the Canadian link, the Raw link, Modern Era. She does have a gear that I don't have yet, so that gear is going to do 50% more blue gem damage, so we'll show that when we get to the blue moves. Snowfall gems do 200% more damage. Red moves start with 2 more move points, so she is going to be an important trainer for the Snowfall gems that all these Canadian superstars this month are going to get. Funny, Scobly, funny. In terms of the strap, the first strap we're going to show is going to be 100% gem damage strap, 40% all gem damage with the Fury 2s. And we're going to be using the countdown moveset first, so we're going to bring on the Opportuna Z plate. So anytime we make 4 or more countdowns, we're going to increase our gem damage by 50%. And then on the back end here, because we're making yellow, we'll turn it to black. The Unstoppable Force will give us more gem damage to do. On the back end, you can also put on a couple of other plates, like a defensive stance yellow would work, but most likely you would probably put an Eyes of Judgment plate, so that way you could deplete your opponent's MP if you have one. Otherwise, there's nothing else really else to put there. So our first moveset, we're going to go with the French TKO. We're going to choose a 6x1 area to swap into red gems. If our opponent is a striker, then we are going to get yellow gem damage up by 123% for 1 turn. So she's going to be your striker assassin for females. The Canadian Backbreaker, we're going to make 25 random gems into 1-turn countdown gems. And they will make 3 random gems into Snowfall yellow gems at the end of the countdown. Snowfall, Canadian, and as well as the French Kiss deal 800k damage, choose 6 to make into blue gems. So that's what we're going to be doing with this round. Loadout, because we have the 99 MP, we are going to go with all yellow gem damage trainers. Now, if you didn't have yellow gem damage trainers, or you didn't have the 99 MP, then you would switch the trainers up here. Each one of these moves, you would actually need to start with red moves loaded, so you would have 2 MP trainers here to get that loaded. Making the 6 into blue would actually fill these 2, and then you would use them. So we're going to have a little bit of extra damage with it. Maybe we'll run it afterwards, so you can sort of see what it will hit like after the 99 MP is gone. Here's Nikki Cross. She is a striker, so we're going to get that extra bonus of the moves. So let's bro. So we got Maryse. We're going to take her on the road. So the first thing you're going to do without the 99 MP would be to actually use this red move first. But since we already have it going, we are going to drop these countdown gems. It's okay if we cover them up. There are enough of them usually on the board to then hit this other move. You can see that the Z plate has activated. And so we want that to go off. Boom. So we're going to make a 5 match down the side here. No cascades there, please. And that should be good. So good. We get the no cascade. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our swipe and hopefully not cascade anywhere else. So we'll take a swipe. No cascade. Awesome. All of our Snowfall gems have come on out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to hit this French TKO, so we're going to get an extra 123% for 1 turn. And we got some bad luck, because what we would want is we would want a red gem in the top row on one of the corners, so that way we can break the entire board. We don't want an actual move or connection here below, but that is the risk that this type of a move set makes. So you can see it's going to turn this all yellow and hopefully destroy a little bit more. It does not. And so that did about 17.5 million. So you can see it's still rather powerful at 6-star silver with the plus 99 MP. Let's go try this out with red move trainers and see what we think about it after that. So we're going to try that again. We've brought in blue move MP people. Again, Brawn Breaker's here because it's just easier to find on this account. And blue gem damage with Dom. But anybody who does a 2 and a 4 will get us started. You could also, if you have a line bonus in a feud, for example, you could put Santa Hogan on the back over here and then run yellow gem damage in the front. But this is just sort of to get an idea of how much damage we can do overall. So let's bro again and see what we think. Same idea applies. Except this is how you would play her less than 99 MP. So we would actually have to start, we would have to make blue gems. So we would be starting with 1 on those right there. So we would actually have to make a 6 match. And this actually affords us pretty well down here. So there's a 6 match. And we'll make ourselves a blue match. As long as we don't cascade, which we didn't, then we would drop this before we make our swipe. We drop our countdown gems. Break this up here. Don't cascade. Awesome. They all go off. And it goes exactly like we want it to. 6x1. Again, no luck when it comes to having a red on either side, but at least we don't have a match with the red. And then we destroy. Get a little bit of extra from the black gems. That worked out pretty well. There's a nice cascade on the back end that helps us. And we actually did more damage. We did 19 million. But that, of course, is because we got the excellent cascade at the end. But you see that it's going to probably hit you about 15 to 20 million. All maxed out with all those fun parts to it. All right, let's go check out the next moveset. All right, our next build for Maryse is we're going to do the corner catapult again. Not again, for the first time. We're going to choose a 6x1 area to make into snowfalls, which will make everything below it into reinforce. We're going to use the French TKO again. This time it doesn't matter about the hardcore part. We're not really using yellow gems at the moment. And last but not least, we're going to use the sit-down face buster, and this is where we're going to make 30 reinforced gems into blue gems. So since we got 99 problems, but MP ain't one of them, we are going to go for blue and reinforce gem damage right now. We'll switch it up afterwards, but again, all 7 MP. So all of this will be turn 1 for the next 2 months, and then after that, it will not. So let's bro. Oh, I forgot to show that with the plates. Let's go and look at these for a second. I almost forgot the strap. The strap's going to stay the same, but whenever we break 3 or more blue gems, we are going to get 3 more red move points. Whenever we break 4+ blue gems, we're going to generate red gems at the end of our turn. These are both tribute to the troops type of plates. That's going to help us reload and make extra damage. But neither is necessary, I believe, for this build. And since we are not making a lot of red gems, you can also use a bulldog plate, but since red is not the primary color that we are breaking along the way, that does make it difficult to use. Okay, so first off, we're actually going to put this on this side, a 6x1. It doesn't matter. Unfortunately, we've gotten a bad board. You can see that there's a match on both sides, so odds are we are going to trigger this either way we look at it. Unless we put this here and hope that that's a difference. Oh, and it worked. Awesome. And now we can turn all of these into reinforced gems, and we're going to see the damage we can do. So we didn't cascade out as I thought we would. Although we are missing 1 extra blue match up there. And we got the little bit of extra red gem damage on the back end, which is nice. And so that hit for about 11 million in damage. And we're completely reloaded thanks to those 2 plates. So you can see not a terrible moveset by any means. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Let's go try it without the 99 MP and see what we think of it afterwards. So let's go in here and change this around again. It is, they're all 7 MP. Okay, so we would need blue. We would need to replace you back to blue. So I don't think we're going to miss that much damage in doing it this way. Let's put on the blue trainer. There we go. All right, so we're just going to go double blue. That'll get these two started. The 6x1 will fill this, and we'll blow up the board again. We'll use the reinforced damage trainers. And I think we are good to go there. All right, let's bro. Let's see how it looks. I am indeed not a robot. Although I might sound like one. Although some days I feel like one. Let's test it out. All right, so same as before. Snowfall gems. Now this time we're going to put the snowfall gems on to this left side so we don't get a match here, and we just have to hope that we don't get a match with these here. A little bit unlucky board-wise this time around like last time. Scopely must know that I'm making videos right now. 6x1 right here. So this would fill up. Awesome. That fills up our bottom, all of that at the bottom there. So we're just going to hit it and go. All that turns blue. Mostly blue. We had 36 and we turned 30 of them blue. Now we turn all of you red at the end of that. And that hit for about 10 million. So not a huge drop off if you have all of the different trainers at their max abilities. So if you have Zombie Sammy and if you have Hall of Fame Yoko, then that actually makes a big enough difference. We're actually not losing a ton off the top. So that's good news right there in terms of the damage for it. All right, let's go check out another moveset. I almost forgot to mention that last moveset will be helped by the 50% gear blue gem damage that will be available for Maryse. So just keep that in mind as you're playing, that this will be buffed by another 50% once the gear comes out. There's one final moveset for Maryse, but it's a tag team setup, and I believe this is a setup that you're going to use with the Miz. The new Miz, that is the chase for this month. And I think the reason why is because you are going to use the Russian leg sweep. You're going to choose 6 gems to make into yellow. You will then use the camo clutch, and it will turn the remaining submission gems on the board to multiply gems. And then once your opponent takes their turn, you will then force your opponent to tag. And if you're using this with Miz and Maryse, that means the Miz will come in fully loaded with a whole bunch of multiply gems on the board. So I think that's where this triple yellow moveset comes in. I'm going to keep playing with it to see if I can find another build with the rest that's in here. But I had a hard time trying to get the multiply gems to coincide with the color turn, even the reinforce, because both of those cover up the entire board. There was no multiply gems left on the board to actually do any real damage. So I'll continue to work on that. But this I see as basically the tag build for her. And it's the other movesets that you would probably use. But I'll keep looking into it. So that's the end of this video. I appreciate y'all coming to class. Give this video the old like, share, and subscribe. Brofessor out.